marble floors are freezing tonight. Underneath this grand chandelier's dying light, I trace the fractured cracks along the vanity where your reflection used to stare at me.
Used to stare right at me.
We painted this whole palatial room in endless promises. Now it's just gathering dust and painful consequence. Every gilded frame holds a picture of our prime. Now they just mock me, frozen in time. The cruel hands of time. The heavy velvet curtains still hold the sweet scent of you, but every lingering shadow splits this tired heart in two. Splits it right in two. We built an opulent palace out of fragile paper trust. Now all our beautiful riches are turning into rust. We wore the crowns of lovers, oblivious and blind, leaving the real world so far behind. Gold, these fading gold memories. Gold, these fading gold, all fading away. Gold, these fading gold. They shine so beautifully bright, but they're blinding me. Caught inside a gilded cage of our beautiful yesterday, watching the blinding luster slowly fade away. I'm nothing but a rich man's puppy, living without you.
I still see the gold leaf on the walls, but it's ice cold to the touch now.
So cold, freezing my soul. The heavy platinum rings lie abandoned in the drawer.
We don't wear our shiny armor, not anymore.
I walk these echoing halls like a restless ghost in the night,
Looking for a spark,
a single shred of light. But the marble statues are crumbling, the grand pillars fall. There is absolutely no sanctuary left inside these walls. These fading gold, these fading gold. Oh, we honestly know we were royalty, untouchable young, holy free. But the emotional treasuries and I got these ancient halls of white, polished floors catch the dripping neon light. So cold, so pristine, so perfectly designed. A masterpiece of loneliness, the finest you could find. Gold filling up the fractures where my beating heart used to be. It's the art of kintsugi, but it's suffocating me. You carved me out so perfectly, but never set me free.
Never set you free, no.
Standing on this pedestal, just posing for the ghost. Staring at the ceiling, loving you is what hurts the most. The Roman marble's getting heavy, sinking deep inside my chest. Dressed in silk and shadows, eternally put to rest.
Put to rest, girl, put to rest.
My veins are glowing amber underneath the chandelier. Screaming in the silence, but there's nobody here. I got the gilded marble blues, trapped inside a statue made for you. Beautiful and frozen, shimmering in a beautiful pen. Waiting for a lover who will never ever come again. Ooh, I got the gilded marble blues, a hollow exhibition with nothing left to lose. Just these gilded marble blues. So heavy, the gold, the stone. I watch the Roman columns crumble inside my mind, leaving all these ancient digital tragedies behind. You wanted me flawless, a goddess sitting upon a throne, but I'm just a woman who is tired of turning into stone. The gold leaf is chipping away, revealing the dull gray. I can't stay this way, no, I cannot stay. I'm shattering the exhibit tonight, I'm breaking the glass, stepping into the light. Watch the Grand Museum fall to pieces at last. The vapor in the waves, they wash away the past. I'm taking back the story that you told. Let it bleed, yeah. Cry for me. Cry for me, let it bleed. Cry for me. I'm not your sculpture. Cry for me anymore. Just dust and fading neon, 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 neon. Leaving no leaving the museum, stepping off the petty. The chandelier is shaking, baby. casting shadows on this cold white stone. We built a palace out of pure persuasion. Now I'm standing in these halls alone. You burned the velvet, you scorched the silk, spilled the expensive wine like it was guilt. Nothing left but the shimmer on the floor. I don't even know what we were fighting for. The fire was beautiful, I won't lie. We traded our souls just to touch the sky. But every diamond melts when the heat gets high. Ooh, and we didn't even say goodbye. Didn't even say goodbye. Just left the embers of a billion-dollar dream, torn at the seams, baby, torn at the seams. It's just gold ash falling from the ceiling. Gold ash losing every feeling. We burned too bright, we cost too much. Now it crumbles at the slightest touch. Gilded ruins, baby, look at what we made. A glittering mess as the memories fade. It's just gold ash blowing in the dark. I sweep the floor, but it stains my hands. This 24-karat dust wasn't in our plans.
We wanted the glory, we wanted the crown,
But the weight of the gold is what pulled us down. Yeah, it pulled us down.
and I can't breathe in this toxic air.
There's a fortune in the ruins, but I don't care.
You promised me forever wrapped in platinum and light,
But we're choking on the fortune in the middle of the night. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Just gold ash falling from the ceiling. Gold ash losing every feeling. We burned too bright, we cost too much. Now it crumbles at my gilded ruins, baby, look at what we made. A glittering mess as the memories fade. It's just gold ash, gold ash. Look at my hands, they're covered in the price of us. Just expensive hollow dust. It's just gold ash falling from the ceiling. Gold ash losing every feeling. We burned too bright, we cost too much. Now it crumbles at my gilded ruins, baby, look at what we made. A glittering mess as the memories fade. It's just gold ash, gold is shaking, baby, casting shadows on this cold white stone. We built a palace out of pure persuasion. Now I'm standing in these halls alone. You burned the velvet, you scorched the silk, spilled the expensive wine like it was guilt. Nothing left but the shimmer on the floor. I don't even know what we were fighting for. The fire was beautiful, I won't lie. We traded our souls just to touch the sky. But every diamond melts when the heat gets high. And we didn't even say goodbye. Didn't even say goodbye. Just left the embers of a billion-dollar dream, torn at the seams, baby, torn at the seams. It's just gold ash falling from the ceiling. Gold ash losing every feeling. We burned too bright, we cost too much. Now it crumbles, and my touch. Gilded ruins, baby, look at what we made. A glittering mess as the memories fade. It's just gold ash, blowing in the dark. The chandelier is shaking, baby, casting shadows on this cold white stone. We built a palace out of pure persuasion. Now I'm standing in these halls alone. You burned the velvet, you scorched the silk, spilled the expensive wine like it was guilt. Nothing left but the shimmer on the floor. I don't even know what we were fighting for. The fire was beautiful, I won't lie. We traded our souls just to touch the sky. But every diamond melts when the heat gets high. Ooh, and we didn't even say goodbye. Just left the embers of a billion-dollar dream, torn at the seams, baby, torn at the seams. Cold, cold heart. Footsteps echo down this gilded hall. Gold frames hold the ghosts of our downfall. Velvet curtains draped in heavy sighs hide in the moonlight from my tired eyes. Crystal glasses shattered on the floor. I don't wait for you, knock upon the door. The marble freezing through my silken gown, watching this empire slowly burning down. Welcome to the blue chateau, where the tears in a vintage Bordeaux flow. We painted a love in sapphire and gold. Now it's just a story beautifully cold. Chateau, the grandest heartbreak that I'll ever know. So empty without you here. The chandelier is flickering its last, casting long shadows of our perfect past. I trace your name upon the frosted glass, knowing this winter was designed to last. I built these walls to keep you safe and warm, but you were the one who brought the storm. You took the color from the tapestry and left the ruins of this masterpiece for me. just me and the deep blue. I'm drowning in the blue. Welcome to the blue chateau, where the tears in the vintage Bordeaux flow. We painted a love in sapphire and gold. Now it's just a story beautifully cold. Lock the grand doors, turn out the crystal lights. Goodbye, my sweet chateau. Good night. The champagne is flat in my glass, looking through floor-to-ceiling windows, watching the headlights pass. Silk on my skin, but it feels so cold. A kingdom of glass and gold, but nobody to hold. Footsteps click on the polished stone, just me and the skyline, so completely alone. The chandelier catches the moonlight, fractured beams across the room, chasing away the night. I bought the view, I bought the space, but every corner of this room just reflects your face. I whisper your name to the velvet drapes, hoping the silence finally breaks. So I'm just living with the echoes in the penthouse, yeah, bouncing off the marble, crying out your name. High above the world, but I'm spiraling down, wearing a heavy, heavy invisible crown. These echoes in the penthouse, they all sound the same, just a gilded cage of pain. Mirrors on the wall, they show a ghost. The girl who has everything is the one who lost the most. Designer bags and empty chairs, nobody to notice, nobody who cares. I'm drowning in this luxury, sinking in the marble sea. If I scream with the glass just shattered, does any of this money or this glory even matter? I traded my heart for a spot in the clouds. Now the silence up here is so violently loud. Ooh, the higher you go, the farther you tick-tock, time stand still. The penthouse is empty. and it always will. Just echo, just me. Living with the echoes in the penthouse. Oh, no, no, bouncing off the marble, crying out your name. High above the world, but I'm spiraling down, wearing a heavy, heavy, invisible crown. These echoes in the penthouse, yeah, they all sound the same. Just a gilded cage of pain. Can anybody hear me? Hear me? Hear me? I trace the yellowed ivory where your fingers used to play. The dust settles on the gold trim since the night you walked away. I hit a heavy C minor chord and the whole room begins to weep. These gilded walls feel way too heavy. These memories run way too deep. The chandelier is shaking with every desperate note I strike. I'm painting your face inside the silence in the middle of the lonely night. You left your song on my fingers, you left your stubborn ghost on the wood. I'd erase the tragic melody if I only knew I could. Oh, your memory on piano, echoing through these gilded halls, playing our love like a tragedy, bouncing off these marble walls. Every chord is a falling teardrop, every silent rest is a brand new scare. Your memory on piano reminds me just how far you went. I can almost feel you right beside me. A glass of bourbon on the lid, sweating on the lack of finish. I try to play a happy tune, but my broken spirit diminishes. The right hand reaches for the treble, the left hand dragging through the bass. I look across the polished music rack, hoping I might somehow see your face. They say that time is a great healer, but time does not live inside this opulent room. This beautiful cage is a concert hall, but tonight it feels exactly like a marble tomb. I press the pedal to the solid floor, let the beautiful dissonance sustain. If I play these heavy blues loud enough, maybe I can finally drown out all the Your memory on piano. Oh, play those keys for me. Your memory on piano. Let the marble completely shatter. Your memory, shatter it all. Just one single note ringing out in the freezing cold. Our beautiful story is officially over, but the heartbreak never gets old. Your memory on piano, echoing through these gilded halls, playing our love like a tragedy, bouncing off these marble walls. Every Da 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 dum. Bare feet stepping on the freezing cold stone. Gold trim painted on the ceiling, but I am all alone, so desperately alone. Every single footstep echoes all the way down the hall, watching the dark shadows dance heavily upon the wall. You left your lingering scent right on the velvet chair. I reach out my trembling hand, but there is nothing there. Just the suffocating weight of the heavy midnight air, hanging so unbelievably still. Oh, it wasn't just spoken to me in the dark. It wasn't just heard like a passing song in the park. It was heavier, it was deeper than every single word. Deep in my aching bones, down in my hollow chest, a burning sensation that will not ever let me rest. It wasn't a fragile dream that melted away, baby, it was fear. Silk sheets, all tangled, the mahogany bed is a mess. I sit right here, trying to unpack this heavy distress. Gilded marble blue, shining so bright in the gloom, but money cannot buy me a single hour of sleep in this room. I bought the flawless diamond, I wear the heaviest gold, but my broken spirit is shivering cold. The agonizing pain is an unbreakable trust. I try so desperately hard to wash it away in the rain. I pour out the vintage wine just to numb all of this pain, but the brutal truth is a living tattoo beneath my own skin. I don't even know where your memory ends and where I begin. What have I done? There is nowhere left to truly believe, but the heavy feeling is true. Oh, it wasn't just spoken to me in the dark. It wasn't just heard like the song in the park. It was heavier, deeper than every single word. Deep in my aching bones, down in my hollow chest, a burning sensation that simply will not let me rest. So God, it was filled. Oh, yeah, it was filled. Every single cold marble tile holds the fading ghost of your smile. I deeply felt it all. I felt you. God help me, I still do. exits are gone now. Just us settling on this hardwood floor, shadows stretching out across the room, reaching out my hand for a handle on a locked up painted door. I swear I still smell your cologne, but it's just the damp city air playing tricks on my mind. I pour myself a single glass of dark red wine, drinking to the ghost of a love undone. The silence in this bedroom is deafening, burning my eyes under the setting sun. I got these empty apartment blues. Lord knows there's nothing left to lose, nothing left to hold but the memory of you. Echoes bouncing off these cold bare walls, every creak of the floorboards in the halls, waiting for a footstep that never falls. Just me in the space. Where did you go, my baby? Tell me, where did you go? I trace my trembling fingers over the burn marks on the counter, every single scratch, every faded stain, a ghost of the sweet love we used to squander. I left your key on the windowsill, right next to the orchid dying of the chill. And I try to sing a sweet melody to fill the air, but the acoustics tell me you're not there. Oh, the living room is too big, the night is too long. How do I live inside this heartbreak song? Just me and the keys, city lights flickering through the trees. Save me, please. I got these heavy, empty apartment blues. Absolutely nothing left to lose, nothing left to hold but the memory of you. Echoes bouncing off these cold walls, every single creak, every draft in the halls, waiting for a footstep, a call that never falls. Empty walls, empty heart, tears on these keys in the dark. Nobody here, just the blues, just me and the memory of you. waking up inside this stone, this gilded cage I call my own. The mirror shows a flawless face, but deep inside an empty space. My skin is polished, smooth and chill. I'm a masterpiece against my will. So marble, veins of gold, but I'm freezing still. You touch my hand, but just feel the art. Never feel the beating of my heart. They pour the gold into my cracks to cover up the things I lack. A rich facade, a stunning view, but I am breaking right in front of you. So beautiful, that's what they say, but the marble is heavy, it weighs me down. I'm a statue in a crowded room, a gilded flower that won't bloom. I've got the soul marble blues, trapped in luxury, but I'm bound to lose. Ooh, the surface is shining, but the soul is declining. Cold to the touch, bleeding gold, $1 million story that was never told. Just a beautiful shell, a gilded disguise. Look at the marble, don't look in my eyes. Just stone, bleeding gold. Time is a sculptor with a heavy hand, chipping away at the dreams I planned. Every fracture, every little line, filled up with wealth, and they say I'm fine. But the gold doesn't warm the stone. Even surrounded, I am so alone. So marble, a heavy prize, living a life inside this paradise of ice. I wanna shatter, let the pieces fall onto the floor. I don't wanna be that trophy anymore. Take the gold, take the game. I just wanna feel the flame, melt the marble from my skin. Let the real me breathe again. Trapped in luxury, but I'm bound to lose. Ooh, the surface is shining, but my soul is finally declining. Cold to the touch, bleeding gold, $1 million story that was never told. Just a beautiful shell, a gilded disguise. Da 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 da. These polished marble floors, they used to shine like pure gold. Now the heavy air in this grand hall is just so bitter cold. I watch the fresco ceiling crack, I watch the plaster peel away. You promised me a forever palace, but you never meant to stay. Not for a single solitary night. soaked right through to the golden thread. A sparkling crown of crystal hanging dangerously right above my head. The roof is completely gone now. The violent storm is pouring right on in, washing away the beautiful traces of everywhere our love had been. The terrible luxury of losing you entirely. We're just chandeliers in the rain, shattering down in a beautiful glittering pain. All this gilded expensive marble, slippery with our falling tears, hanging by a rusted wire after all these hollowed out wasted years. Ooh, reflecting the bright lightning before we break. Chandeliers in the rain. What a gorgeous, devastating mistake. Oh, let the sky pour down, let it wash away the gold, yeah. Shivering in the dark, I see the broken prism spinning, catching the pale moonlight. 100,000 jagged pieces scattering out into the night. I built this magnificent museum solely just to put you on display, but cold water ruins absolutely everything, and the bright colors wash away. You just had to let the storm inside, and then I'm standing barefoot right on the broken glass, watching our distorted reflection as the dark shadows pass. How did we ever get so cold? How did we get so high? Just a plummet spiraling down from an open weeping sky. Break it all down, let it crash. 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 Oh, crystal tears scattered across the marble floor. I honestly don't wanna shine without you anymore, but the gravity is too strong. I have to fall. We're just chandeliers in the rain, in the pouring rain, shattering down in a beautiful glittering pain. The magnificent pain, all this heavy gilded marble, slippery with our endless tears, hanging by a single wire after all these completely hollowed years. Reflecting the jagged lightning right before the break. Chandeliers in the rain. What a gorgeous mistake. Water dripping from the crystal chandelier. Every drop sounds like a ticking clock. Echoes bouncing off these empty gilded walls, but the heavy howling winds have stopped. I can hear my own fragile heartbeat now, steady and slow in the hollow of this room, washing away the shadows we used to cast, leaving me completely alone inside the gloom. Oh, the after rain silence, it speaks louder than the storm ever could. I would trade the quiet for the thunder if I could. Trapped inside the heavy after rain silence, where I am standing exactly where you stood. Nothing but the quiet, just the ghost of the rain. I trace the water running down the window pane. It feels so cold beneath my trembling fingertips, watching the final weary storm clouds drift away. Tasting the leftover salt upon my trembling lips. They say peace is a blessing, but it is just a lie. When peace is just an empty, aching, hollow space. I look out into the bruised evening sky, and all I see is the devastating absence of your face. Tell me exactly how to breathe in all this still, when every single breath amplifies the cold. The golden marble cannot ever cure the chill of knowing you are never mine to hold. The floodgates close, but I am drowning still, drowning in the suffocating quiet that you leave. Exactly where you stood, where you stood. The raging storm is finally over. This massive house is perfectly still. The expensive gilded marble feels so perfectly chill. Just silence, beautiful, crushing silence. Shadows creeping up the spiral stairs, gold leaf flaking off the atmosphere. I trace the lines upon your face, but it's carved in stone, a silent space. We dress up in velvet, drink the dark wine, but I feel the chill when your hand touches mine. You look like a god in the dim candlelight, but statues don't shiver in the middle of the night. Oh, these marble cases, so cold against my lips, beautiful but heavy, sinking like a ship. I wanna love that bleeds, not a masterpiece of stone. These gilded marble kisses, just leave me all alone. I paint your pedestal with my tears, hoping the heartbeat suddenly appears. I polish the surface, I beg for a crack, but a beautiful sculpture never loves you back. You're flawless, you're freezing, there's no air that you're breathing. I'm breaking my teeth on this beautiful lie. I need a fire, I need to feel shadows creeping up the spiral stairs, gold leaf flaking off the atmosphere. I trace the lines upon your face, but it's carved in stone, a silent space. We dress up in velvet, drink the dark wine, but I feel the chill when your hand touches mine. You look like a god in the dim candlelight, but statues don't shiver in the middle of the night. Oh, these marble cases, so cold against my lips, beautiful but heavy, sinking like a ship. I wanna love that bleeds, not a masterpiece of stone. These gilded marble kisses, just leave me alone. paint your pedestal with my tears, hoping the heartbeat suddenly appears. I polish the surface, I beg for a crack, but a beautiful sculpture never loves you back. You're flawless, you're freezing, there's no air that you're breathing. I'm breaking my teeth on this beautiful lie. I need a fire, I need to feel alive. Oh, these marble cases, so cold against my lips, beautiful but heavy, sinking like a ship. I want a love that bleeds, not a masterpiece of stone. These gilded marble kisses just leave me all alone. I paint your pedestal with my tears, hoping the heartbeat suddenly appears. I polish the surface, I beg for a crack, but a beautiful sculpture never loves you back. You're flawless, you're freezing, there's no air that you're breathing. I'm breaking my teeth on this beautiful lie. I need a fire, I need to feel alive. So perfect, so dead. Oh, these marble kisses, so cold against my lips, beautiful but heavy, sinking like a ship. I want a love that bleeds, not a masterpiece of stone. These gilded marble kisses just leave me all alone. I paint your pedestal with my tears, hoping the heartbeat suddenly appears. I polish the surface, I beg for a crack, but a beautiful sculpture never loves you back. You're flawless, you're freezing, there's no air that you're breathing. I'm breaking my teeth on this beautiful lie. I need a fire, I need to feel alive. So perfect, so dead. Oh, these marble kisses, so cold against my lips, beautiful but heavy, sinking like a ship. I want a love that bleeds, not a masterpiece of stone. These gilded marble kisses just leave me all alone. I'll paint your pedestal with my tears. I trace the 24-karat gold and lay upon the floor, where your velvet shoes just don't walk no more. Crystal chandeliers are catching every single tear, $1 million penthouse view, but you ain't here. We bought the finest silk to hide the fray, but all that paper money couldn't make your spirit stay, couldn't buy another day. I found the luxury receipt for the promises you made, written in the cigar ash, watch the embers fade. A closet full of ghosts and tailored bespoke suits. Ain't nothing in this garden but a harvest of rotten fruits. This master suite is feeling exactly like a sale, luxury ticket taking me straight to hell. Oh, these are such expensive memories, cost me everything I had, brought me down to my knees, wrapped in Gucci sorrow, drowning in the gleaming light, drowning in the gleam tonight, paying off the heavy debt of a shattered dream. Yeah, the marble is cold, the blues are running deep. These expensive memories are mine to keep. Out of sight, but you're never out of mind. These empty mansion walls are closing in so fast. Ain't no future living in a high-class past. I'll trade the silver platter just to feel a single spark, walking out the double door straight into the dark. We traded all our of you and me. Spiritually bankrupt, traded my entire world just to lose my soul. 'Cause these are my expensive memories. Cost me my very life, forced me down to my knees. Wrapped in Gucci sorrow, drowning in the gleam, drowning in the gleam, paying the eternal debt of a broken dream. Yeah, the Italian marbles cold, the midnight blues are deep. These expensive memories are mine. They are mine to keep. Just cold, dead, gilded stone, sitting on this velvet throne, all alone. So alone. So just expensive memories. The chandeliers cry crystal tears tonight. My velvet gown is heavy with your lies, so heavy. I see you across the room smiling at her in the dim light. You promised me the world in a tuxedo. Now I'm a ghost in your grand show. The marble floor is freezing against my stilettos, just like the chill you left in my soul. I sip my martini, pretending I don't feel the burn. Not from the gin, baby, but from the cruel lessons I had to learn. The gilded frames hold masterpieces of old, but our canvas is cold. You adjust your silk bow tie, the one I bought in Paris. Tell me, how can you wear it while you shatter us? Oh, this is a beautiful black tie heartbreak, drowning in expensive champagne and devastating mistakes. We look perfect, painted in glowing gold, but underneath the glamour, the story is getting old. You're the sharpest dressed villain I've ever known, and I'm bleeding out silently on a gilded marble throne. The valet is waiting, luxury engines purring, my vision blurring, high society rumors stirring. They whisper about us, the power couple in ruins. If they only knew the dark magic you're brewing. I'm peeling off the diamonds, they feel like chains, a captive in this twisted game. Was it ever actually real, or just a photo shoot to feed your vanity? You traded our love for a moment of insanity. I handed you my soul on a silver platter, but to a man like you, a shiny new toy is all that matters. I will never be your tragic trophy. Taking off the diamond ring, dropping it quietly into the champagne glass, watching forgotten ghost in a designer gown. Goodbye, my beautiful disaster. Yeah. These heavy gilded walls, they shine so incredibly bright in the dark. But the marble is freezing, it's slowly chilling my heart. I walk these endless halls wearing a heavy crown made of fragile glass, watching the fleeting shadows of former lovers just pass and pass. So cold, so beautifully, perfectly cold. The shimmering gold is just cheap paint, but this sorrow is so very old. They see the flashing diamonds, they just don't see the crushing pressure. They constantly measure my worth by the total weight of the shining treasure. But deep down in my chest, where the beating rhythm is painfully slow, there's a heavy, deeply rooted ache that they never could truly know. It's so heavy, oh, it's just so heavy, Lord. Living inside a beautiful golden cage, sleeping on a velvet lined sword. I got a sapphire soul, bleeding out quietly onto this freezing gilded marble floor. I'm shining so unbelievably deep, but I'm hurting so much more. Yeah, they happily bought the shine, but they couldn't buy the cruel tragedy, the tragic reality of a sapphire soul. I used to try and hide it, aggressively paint it over with bright red, smile perfectly for the flashing cameras, keep the industry monsters well fed. But the deep blue always seeps right through the tiny cracks in the stone. You can surround me with 20 kings, I'll still feel completely alone. Yeah, I'm finally claiming the midnight blue. It's the absolute only damn thing in this fake palace that's true. Maybe the darkness is where I truly belong, turning my midnight isolation right into a song. The richer the falling tears, Standing in a mansion made of bulletproof glass and regret, watching chandeliers catch the tears I have not cried yet. Oh, velvet ropes keeping out the ugly truth, but they cannot lock away the ghost of you. My vintage crystal glass is full, but my soul is dry, watching bubbles rise to pop and silently die. You poured your empty promises into platinum cups, said we would be drinking from the top, never looking up. But the penthouse suite is just a decorated cage. We are tragic actors trapped on a golden stage. Distant thunder rolls across the city lights, and I am freezing in these hollow nights. And it feels exactly like a champagne rain, pouring down on my gilded, glittering paint. Oh yeah, drowning in the finest vintage, slipping on polished gold. What good is a fortune when the bed is so desperately cold? Let it wash away, let it stay, soaking in the sorrow of this champagne rain. Drink it all up until you cannot feel the chill anymore. The luxury is suffocating me. Flashbulbs of the paparazzi look like lightning in the dark, but they cannot illuminate the shadows in my wounded heart. We made a toast to forever in a day, but forever had a hidden price tag we could never pay. Now the expensive labels are washing away, exactly like the love we swore would never fade. I am actively trading every flawless diamond for one drop of truth, violently shattering the antique mirrors, reflecting my wasted youth. Yeah, oh, you can keep the Cartier watch, just keep the keys to the Benz. I just wanna feel the solid dirt beneath my bare feet again. Take it It is pouring now. The dark sky is weeping carbonated tears, and I have been secretly thirsty for so many long years. Just let it fall, let it crash down. It's so cold, let it wash away, let it stay, soaking completely in the sorrow of this endless champagne rain. Champagne rain, let it finally wash me clean, saying a long goodbye to the fool's gold. The heavy storm is passing, but I am still soaking wet. We we desire most.